Good morning from New York. I'm Berta from School Products Yarn Shop, and today I'm going to be tutoring on simple brioche scarf, which is the next step after you're supposed to do the simplest in my series of brioches, the brioche hat. So if you haven't seen that video, you can watch that one and make a hat, because hat, in my opinion, is a very, very good first step to learn brioche. But today we're going to be learning how to do double color brioche scarf. Brioche, as I mentioned before, is not a difficult technique. However, you have to kind of get a hang of it, and then it become so easy that you wouldn't even concentrate on those stitches. At the beginning, I think the difficulties that people are having comes from the very kind of overwhelming abbreviations that there are everywhere for brioches. It's too many letters, too many abbreviations, and people get lost in it. So I kind of simplified my abbreviations and I make them as simple as possible. And today I'm going to show you my little secrets that I developed to make it look really, really neat. And the most important thing that I like very much in my developments is that my edges are always look very neat, and they are usually in the dark color, and I will show you how to achieve that. So let's start. The first thing I have to tell you, if you never did brioche before, is that each brioche row consists of 4 rows. And as brioche garment always consists of 2 reversible sides, dark side and light side. You can designate to the dark or light anything you wish. It doesn't have to be black and white. It could be beige and white, but you have to specify what is your main side, because it will be affected in your following knitting of brioche. So in my case, it's black and white. The main color is dark here. So because we have 2 sides, we have 4 variations of colors. The row number 1 is done on dark side with dark color. Row number 2 still is on the dark side, but with a light color. Then you turn around and you are on the light side, and you will be operating on the light side first with the dark color, and then on the light side with the light color. Don't be afraid, because this sounds really, really scary, but it's not as scary if you are following the pattern. In the pattern, it always tells you what row and what side are you on. Are you on the dark side or are you on the light side? So it's all specified and you don't have to worry about that. Okay, let's start. For the brioche done back and forth, straight brioche scarf or sweater or whatever, we always operate either on circular needles, or sometimes if it's very small piece, you can use double pointed needles, but I prefer circular needles. Any brioche pattern starts with preparation row, And we cast on here very, very small number of stitches, not to make the whole video too long. So I cast on 19 stitches just for the small presentation of the little scarf. But you can, as I said, you can do as many as you wish. So we start doing the preparation row. And preparation row number 1 is with a dark color on the dark side. So here's what we do. We do purl, then yarn is in the front, we slip the next stitch as of to purl and off the needle. Then you bring the yarn again to the front and you purl, then you slip, purl, slip. Okay, so let's do it for American Knitter. We go around and we purl, and then we slip the next stitch and go around and purl again. Leave it in the front, slip the next stitch, go around and purl. Leave it in the front, slip the next stitch, go around and purl. That's how we do American way. And we're finishing the row by slip, purl, slip, purl, slip, and purl. So that is our first setup or preparation row. Now we are attaching light color, but here is how we usually operate. When you are finished with a dark color, you don't turn the work. You're sliding the whole thing to the other side of your needle. And now you're attaching the light color to the short tail. So you're just making a simple knot. And now you're ready to do the second part of the setup row. So you slip the first stitch, and then you brioche knit. Brioche knit is when you're knitting the stitch with the yarn over as a knit. Brioche knit. And then you slip the neck, yarn is to the front, and you slip the next stitch as of to purl. Brioche knit, slip it as of to purl. Brioche knit, slip it as of to purl. Brioche knit, slip it as of to purl. Now we'll do our way. Brioche knit, then the yarn goes to the front, we slip the purl, leave it in the front, and now brioche knit, bring it to the front and slip, leave it in the front and brioche knit, put it in the front and slip, leave it in the front and brioche knit. To the front, slip, leave it in the front, brioche knit, and we are finishing the row by, this is very important, I will bring the yarn, and I will repeat it many times, I will bring the yarn to the front, and I will leave the light color in the front, but I will finish the last stitch in a dark color. That's my little secret. Okay, from now on, this was the preparation. And from now on, we are going to be dealing with 4 regular rows of brioche. And I will continue on my little prepared piece, which is already done few times 4 rows, And for you, just better to see on this bigger piece what I'm doing now. So row number 1, and we are dark color, dark side, DCD, DCDS. So we slip the first stitch, and yarn is in the front, and we slip the purl stitch. Brioche knit, slip, brioche knit, slip, brioche knit, slip. Now let's go to our American knitter, and we do brioche knit, yarn goes to the front, and we slip the purl. Yarn stays in the front, and we brioche knit. Yarn goes to the front, and we slip. Yarn stays in the front, and we brioche knit. Around, slip, stays in the front, brioche knit. The yarn sometimes gets tangled, but that's okay. We'll untangle it later. So we go to the front, and we slip. We leave it in the front. We brioche knit to the front, slip, and the last is in dark color as it's a dark side. Okay, first row is completed. Now we're sliding all the stitches to the other side, and now we are going to be dealing with light color. So if your yarns get tangled, which not tangled but twisted, I would say, here is my little thing that I always do. You untwist it. So now they are untwisted and easy to continue. We are on row 2, and row 2 is dark side, light color. Okay, so we're slipping the first stitch, and this is little tricky part which only happens on dark side with a light yarn. See, the yarn is in the back, but I need to do the purl, and I don't want to lose the yarn over. So I am carefully transferring it to the front, and I am purling the stitch. And then I am slipping the knit and brioche purl. I am slipping the knit, brioche purl, slip the knit, brioche, brioche purl. Now we'll do American way. Yarn is in the front, and we slip the knit. Yarn goes around, and we brioche purl. Yarn stays in the front. We slip the knit. Yarn goes around the needle, and we brioche purl. Stay in the front, slip the knit. Go around, brioche purl. That's how we do American way. And let me quickly finish it in the Continental way. And we are done with, almost done with the second row. But again, I am bringing your attention, and it's very important. It's my way, and I found it really, really easy. You leave the light color in the front, and you finish the row with doing the last stitch with a dark color. See, that will give you very nice edging. So now we're done all 2 colors on dark side. All you have to do is now, since they meet with each other, black and light, we turn the work. Now we turn the work, and voila, we are on the light side. Very good. But the dominant color, which is dark in our case, always goes first. It's like a king. all the operations in the future, when you do more complicated brioche patterns, you will always do with the main color. All other rows, like in first row, you will do all the manipulations, and 2, 3, 4 are going to be your assistants. Nothing is done on them. They just follow the pattern. So we are with dark color on light side. Here is how we do row 3. We slip the first stitch, yarn is in the front, slip the knit, yarn is in the front, brioche purl, slip, brioche purl, slip, brioche purl, slip, brioche purl. Okay, American knitter. 1, 2. We're going to the front, slip the knit, go around, brioche purl, leave it in the front, slip the knit, go around, brioche purl, leave it in the front, slip the knit, go around, brioche purl. And that's how you finish your row in American way. Brioche purl, slip, and finishing with dark color. Of course, dark color because it's a dark color for the whole row. One more thing I want to mention to you. You never have the whole row in one color. It has to be always a combination of light and dark, light and dark. If you see that all the stitches are either on white or in black, you made a mistake. You started with the wrong yarn. So that is a perfect thing when you have a combination. Knits and brioche knits, brioche purls, but they have to be mixed colors. So row 3 is complete. Now we are sliding the yarn because, see, they are separated. It means that the ideal is when they come together, then you complete 2 pair of rows. But they are separated, it means that you have to slide the work. So here is the rule. If they're separated, you're sliding. If they're together, you're turning. So now we slide the work. And the last row out of 4, which you are going to be repeating all through your long scarf, is going to be with light color on the light side. So slip the first stitch, brioche knit, yarn to the front, slip the purl, brioche knit, slip, brioche knit, slip, brioche knit, slip, brioche knit, slip. Okay, let's do American. Brioche knit, yarn goes to the front, we slip the purl and brioche knit without bringing the yarn to the back. Now we go around, slip the purl, leave it in the front, brioche knit, go around, slip the purl, and you finish the last stitch with a dark color. That's all you have to know about 4 rows of brioche. If you follow this video and do it 4 rows without any mistakes, you're gonna get yourself a beautiful scarf. At the end, when the desired length is completed, you just switch to the dark color and you convert it in 1 row of knit 1, purl 1, and then after that you can bind off, and that's gonna give you a beautiful beautiful scarf. You can purchase the kit on our website for the double color brioche scarf, and you can either choose your own colors or you can purchase it in black and white. If you want black and white, then it's on my website, www.schoolproductsyarn.com, in the kit section.